Peace, everyone. Not sure what the picture's going to be like on this. My other phone's the storage is clogged up, so the phone's just bugging out on me in a minute. So I'm having to use this burner one that I've got. But yeah, it just dawned on me today. I was at work, and it just dawned on me, just out of nowhere. It's just you know polishing up the shop and whatever, and I was like, I don't belong anywhere. Anywhere. I don't belong anywhere. Been living in England all my life, and as a child of so-called immigrants to this country, even though I was born here, I'm not looked upon from, so suppose let's call it the native stock. I'm not looked upon as English. Do you know what I mean? I'm not an English person. I just happen to be born here. Do you get what I mean? I don't feel like I belong. And I certainly don't feel like I'm embraced as an Englishman from the rest of England. It's a weird feeling. Obviously, the typical Englishman is a European white man, isn't it? White man, white woman, and whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's like they don't view us as English. We just happen to be here. Do you get what I mean? And I'm walking down the street, I'm like, okay, I was born here, but I don't actually feel like I belong here. It's an odd feeling. I don't think I've ever really sat down and really contemplated it fully. Do you know what I mean? I've always felt like I'm a outsider, but I don't think it's actually ever dawned on me that I don't actually belong here properly. That's, you get people like, oh, you English, you was born in blah 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 blah. But did they really mean it? Did they really mean it? Probably a little sprinkling of them do, but the vast majority of people, they don't embrace you as English. They don't want to say it because of your ethnicity. They don't want to like touch that bit. Everyone tippy toes around it, but they don't want to say it, do they? You're not a proper Englishman. I suppose I'm not. My dad's from Jamaica. My mum's Scottish. I just happen to be born here by circumstance. I'm sure black people all share this view with me as well. In fact, we're born film stars, movie stars. When you're walking down the street, it's like people are always staring at you. You know what I mean? From from kids all the way up until now, people will just stare at you, and it's like, really? Come on, man! You should have got used to black people by now. We've been here with good numbers since like late 50s, 60s, and we're still like people still turn their heads up until now. You know what I mean? It's like I'm sure white people don't look at other white people like that. Do you get what I mean? I don't know. You'll have to tell me. But we just get like stared at. Like you feel a bit away sometimes. It's like, come on, man, just go about your business. What's wrong with you? It's weird. But yeah, it just struck out to me today. I'm like, I don't belong here, do I really? So it's like, okay, when you go to a place like Jamaica now, it's like, yeah, I go back to Jamaica, I'll fit right in because of my Jamaican heritage and all that. Nope. I was a wake up call the first time I went back there. Well, not back, but to there, because I was born here. It's like, yeah, English, English, straight away. You don't blend in, you stick out like a sore thumb. Englishman, you you want some tea? You Englishman like tea, innit? Tea and biscuits. I'm like, not really, but I get where you're coming from, but you catch my drift. So we don't belong over there either. I'm not sure. Probably it just might be just me. I might be feeling power. I don't know. But it's like, don't belong over there. Sure as hell don't belong in Scotland. Don't get me wrong, you might get a like, you know, that okay welcome up there and whatever, but let's face it. I don't know. I probably need to travel more. Probably there'll be somewhere on this planet where you'll get embraced and you won't get stared at like a superstar. Do you know what I mean? People will just be like, yeah, hello, how you doing? It's lovely to meet you. Another human being from planet Earth. Do you get what I mean? Instead of, oh, you're an outsider, you're in some way or form. Even in Jamaica, walking down the street, it's like caused a crowd to follow us one night. It's like, hey, Englishman, you look strange, you look funny. I'm like, raw, this is worse than England. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like, yo, we kind of look the same, man. It's like, come on. Nah, but nah. You go to other islands, it's the same thing. Especially if you go to an island where you don't speak the same language, and obviously you stick out like a sore thumb because of your language, so you don't belong there either. You know what I mean? If you go to any European country as a black person, you know you don't belong there. You won't get embraced by the population. You'll be tolerated. That's about as much as it goes, as far as it goes. Toleration. I mean, the government's trying all the tricks in the trade to send Jamaicans back to Jamaica who's like got families and established over here for decades, trying to send everyone back. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we can help your workforce. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, we don't need you no more. It's like, we're sending you back. Bye, ta. It's like, okay, thanks a lot. Thanks for that. Luckily, my dad got his British passport a good few years back. I was probably been knocking on his door as well. Ungrateful country, man. But it's like, mm, look at the history with us in this country. Come on, man, slavery and all of that. What did we expect? But yeah, I don't belong here. I don't belong over there either. Don't belong anywhere. I'm like don't know, like a fugitive on the planet. Oh my god, I'm like pig in the middle. It's like, where do I belong? Who will embrace me? Embrace me, embrace us. The children that's been born over here with Jamaican heritage. I don't know about the brothers and sisters from Africa with African heritage. I don't know what it's like for you who have been born over here going back to Africa. I don't know, but I don't know. Just feels a bit odd being a fugitive on your own planet. It's weird. Yeah, it just dawned on me today. It just out of nowhere. It's like just hit me like a blow to the head. It was like you don't belong anywhere. You know what I mean? It's like I was like, wow. Never thought about it before, deeply. It's not like I was thinking about it anyway. It's just like it just dawned on me. Where would I go on this planet, country wise, and people would be like, just embrace you, like, yeah, this is your home, and you can walk down the street and don't feel paranoid or stressed out in any way, shape, or form, and just be relaxed because yeah, this is my land, and these are my people, and I love them, and they love me back, and we're one. You know what I mean? We're one. Where would I go? I don't know. Don't know. Would an African country embrace me like that? I mean, I don't know. Or would it be like, oh, you're mixed with the slave master, but we don't want you. Outcast. Would it be that? I don't know. Some black people don't like you because of your European mixture. Well, I'm talking about so called my so-called mixed race heritage being called into question now. Not just like you know the black thing. I'm going a little bit deeper now. The mixed race thing. Some black people don't like us because of the white side of us. Is like, oh, we're not black enough. I don't need to talk about the other side, white side. I mean, if you've got some black in you, most white people don't really dig you anyway because of your black side to you anyway. That's by default. That's with anyone that's not white. You know what I mean? It's like that's just facts. And obviously you get your sprinkling, but the vast majority, man, it's like history speaks for itself. We don't need to elaborate on that. That's just facts. That's just life experience too. It's like, mm. But yeah, it's like some people don't like us anyway. It's like I feel like the the prodigal son, outcast. Not just like from the fact that I have Caribbean heritage. My dad's black, is from the Caribbean and whatnot. Well, from Africa via the Caribbean, because we all know what happened, the kidnapping that happened to us 400 years back. But yeah, man, it's like, why? Yeah, it's a strange one. How can you feel like this on your own planet? I suppose it's more about people's attitudes towards you, isn't it? You know, it's like, it's weird, it's silly, really, isn't it? You should be able to walk anywhere on this planet and feel good, and everyone should recognize you as part of this planet. Too much lines being drawn. This is my country, this is my piece of land, da-da-da, you don't belong here, da-da-da, all the rest of the crap. You know what I mean? But no matter where I get buried, where you've drawn these lines, I'm still going to get dissolved into the earth anyway. So it's not like you've got a special piece of earth that don't belong to that earth or that piece of planet. Just because you draw a line. I'll still go back to the elements because the elements are all the same all over all the 196,940,000 square miles of land and water on this planet. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Is it age? Just gets you thinking, doesn't it? You just contemplate more stuff that you've just brushed off because it's an annoyance, it's a nuisance. You just brushed it off, you know, because it doesn't really need to be taking up any space. But it might be more important than you think it was. That's probably why it's popped back into my mind. Half a century years old, and I'm feeling like I don't belong. I don't fit in. Yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you. I don't know if anyone else feels the same way. Don't know. Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? Sad state of affairs. You know what I mean? If the planet makes you feel like this, you just don't belong anywhere. It's not normal, is it? It's not normal. You should feel like you belong. I shouldn't be feeling like this, should I? But that's the world. That's the world, man. I've never experienced true homeliness anywhere where I've been. I suppose the only time you do is, you know, it's around your own ends, isn't it? People who you've grown up with from your own community. So obviously you share your own space because we're all part of the same diaspora. So yeah, we're in our own little bubble. So you don't really think about it, do you? Until you start traveling and you get them little periods. But when you're alone to yourself and you get that little spark of revelation, that just it's probably there all the time. You probably just shielded it when it just happens to penetrate, and it's like, yo, you don't belong anywhere, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought I'd share that with you. This phone's dark, man. Yeah, I'm gone. I don't know what else to say. I hope I haven't put anyone on a downer. Who's Caribbean heritage like me, but I don't know. Caribbean heritage and all this. Like, I mean, I'm just nitpicking at the minute. Me personally, I view myself as a black man because it is what it is. Black man's seed, you know. So I'm a black man. It's like if you have an apple seed, it doesn't matter where you plant it on the planet Earth or what type of soil you put it in, it's still going to grow up as an apple tree. So all these little labels and all that, it's like I'm just coming out with the labels just for clarification, really. But me personally, I'm a black man. I should be able to like walk anywhere on this planet and feel cool, you know. But that'll be more of myself blocking everything out. I'm more talking about how people view me and how people who accept me, you know. Don't get me wrong. I'm not feeling sorry for myself or anything like that. I used to when I was a kid, before knowledge of self. But I'm looking at it more from. I should have been more precise at the start, shouldn't I? I'm just looking at it more of how other people view me and us who come from the Caribbean, and then on top of that, how people view us who are mixed with black and white. You know, because everyone's got all sorts of different names for us and all this and blah 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 blah. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm an Asiatic black man. You know what I mean? So I know who I am, but it's quite obvious people don't know who I am or who they are. That's why we've got all of this division. That's why this division is put on us. And it's just dawned on me. It's like, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? That's why you need knowledge of self, man. You need to um, equalize the mental and spiritual pressure coming from outside, or else it will just make you depressed. You know, it will just destroy you. It will just weigh you down and beat you up as a person, man. No wonder so much people suffer from mental health in this world. It's a shallow, lost world. But yeah, that's enough from me. Just an observation. Peace.